Hey, what's going on, guys? How do you do? It's your boy Gray here. Welcome back to the channel, man. In today's video, we're going to continue here with, I believe, what is episode number 5 or 6, I think 5, of the best starting route series here in Call of Duty World War II. Now, if you guys don't know, the best starting route series is something that I personally created when I first started doing YouTube. This is a series that no other YouTuber does. Nobody else has done this or will be doing this. I guess I can say that for a while. This is my creation. This is my baby here. Today we're going to continue on here with episode, I believe, number 5. Today we're going to be taking a look at the map Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Now, if you guys don't know what the best starting route series is, this is basically a series that I have here. It's mainly about the information, basically giving you guys what is, in my opinion, the best starting route for maps in Call of Duty, obviously Call of Duty World War II. Basically giving you the best starting routes for maps that will ultimately get you that first engagement with the enemy and hopefully get you that first kill, kind of get you that preparedness, and you'll be able to get that, like, that first blood medal or whatever it is. So yeah, so if you guys are brand new into the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more daily content. I do upload every single day, live streams almost every single day. If you guys could drop a like on today's video, that would really help out a lot, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments section below. As for every episode that we do, the best starting routes, what you can expect here, guys, I'm actually going to show you a blueprint of the best starting route. I'm going to show you the blueprint of the map with the best starting route, and then I'm actually going to show you inside of the map what the best starting route looks like. And as always, at the very end of the video, I'm going to show you what is, in my opinion, the best class setup for the specific map. Once again, guys, today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite maps here, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. You guys can see here, detailed as a small French village in Normandy, France, one of the first liberated on D-Day. Classic combat through streets and rural outskirts. Very, very good map. I would say it's more, I would say more medium to long than small to medium. So I would say more of a medium to long range kind of map. A lot of action, not that fast paced. It's fairly fast paced, but not that fast paced. Not too much camping either. I mean, there's some camping spots, especially inside of that middle restaurant. That's probably the most camping spot in the entire Call of Duty World War II game. But overall, it's a really fun map. I really enjoy it. Definitely like a top 5 map for me. Whenever it comes up, I usually vote for it. It's a favorite of mine for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get into the blueprint here. I'm going to show you obviously both sides of the starting route. I believe that's called the Axis and the allies. So I'm going to show you both sides, guys, and I hope you enjoy all the information. Once again, these videos here are actually more about the information, not really a lot of excitement or gameplay and stuff like that. It's more about the information that I want to give to you guys. Now, I usually like study these starting routes for a very long time before I bring them to you, because I want to be sure that I'm giving you the right information. And for this map, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, I feel like I found a very good starting route that really always works for me. This is something that I always do on the map, and hopefully it will work for you guys. All right, so let's get into the blueprint, and I'll show you what that starting route actually looks like. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so we're going to start things off with a blueprint of the Sainte-Marie-du-Mont map. I'm going to show you guys the ally section, which starts right over here. Now, keep in mind, once the clock reaches down to 0 and the match begins, you actually want to use everything in your power to get from point A to point B as fast as you possibly can. So definitely sprint the entire time. We have unlimited sprint now, so this shouldn't be an issue. So the map starts you off right over here for the allies. Once the timer hits 0, you're going to want to take off straight forward, guys. I usually like to run straight forward right through up this alley right over here. Once I come across the first truck that's right on this section, I usually make a left right next to the truck right over here. And then in this gap area, that's where I turn and I actually go straight forward up until I meet this middle section over here. This is, I believe, a bunch of sandbags. Now, what you want to do, there's 3 different points of access, 3 different points of interest, not access, 3 different points of interest that you want to take a look at. So once you're actually standing right over here, first thing you want to do is make sure that there is nobody in the second floor window. Once you realize that you're good, you're clean, nobody is at the second floor window right over here, guys, you want to push out over to the left and just keep your aim down sight around this entire section right over here, guys. Enemies are going to be coming through this area, whether it's through here or through here or through here. Enemies are going to be coming all over this section over here. Now, if you make your way over to this section right here, and you don't see any enemies, what you want to do is you want to push a little bit over to your left, a little farther over to the left over here, and just aim down. While aiming down sight, just take a look at this section right over here. Sometimes you'll find enemies that are strangling or they're kind of just falling behind, and they make their way over to this section. section here. So that is my starting route, guys. Let me show you what that looks like in the field, like in the actual map. Let me show you what this starting route looks like, and I'm going to show you exactly the move. This is exactly what I do. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So let's go into the map right now. All right, guys, so this is once again the allies section. This is where they start you off. Now you're going to basically make your way over up until you reach this truck right here. So here we go.
Move out and take
We're off.
Enemy inbound.
All right, straightforward here. This is usually the route that I run. I make a left over here, I make a right, and then I make my way over to the sands right here. Now what I do is at first I make sure that there's nobody up here. Once I see that this area is clear, I usually make my way over here while aiming down sight, because you're going to catch enemies either here. You're actually going to catch some enemies in this section if you're lucky. You'll be able to catch them as they're coming in through over here, or you'll be able to catch an enemy right over here. So once again, when you reach this section here, I'm usually just aiming down sights like this, just ready for engagement, and then I stand right over here. Now what I do is I usually like to just wait for a little bit. If I don't see anybody coming around this section here, guys, I usually turn over here and then I just peek this right here and just make sure that nobody's coming around this section. You're usually going to catch somebody around that time, guys. If you don't see anybody around here for a while, you just make your way over here and you'll be able to catch somebody over here or coming across over there, guys. So there you guys have it, man. That's my starting route for the ally section. Once again, the point of interest that you want to do is you want to make your way to this right here, to these sandbags. And once you're here, the first thing you want to do is just make sure that there's nobody up here. Usually, they're not going to be able to get up there that fast, but every once in a while you get somebody who's really fast and they're already stationed up there waiting for people to walk through this area and stuff like that. So usually I just come across, if this is clear, if that area is clear, I just cross across over here, and then I just shoot this area. I just I just aim down sight looking at this area here, and sometimes even there. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the starting route. I would say it works about 90%, 85 to 90% of the time. I usually get that first engagement or that first kill or that first blood. All right, so I'm about to go back into the blueprint and show you guys the Axis side of things. This was allies. Let me show you the Axis side of things, which has a little bit of a different starting route to the one that we just did. Kind of a similar point, but a little different. So let's get into that starting route, guys. Let's head back into the blueprint. Here we go. All right, guys, so now looking over here at the blueprint, once again, we're starting things over at the Axis side of things, which is this section right over here. Now, when the countdown reaches 0, once again, use your speed, use everything you can to get from point A to point B as fast as you can. Once again, guys, when the countdown reaches 0, I usually like to push, once again, straight forward, right down this path right here. Once I reach this section right over here, guys, I usually make a, what is it? Or it's a right hand, or it's technically, if you're looking at this right now, it's a left-hand turn. But once you're in the field, it's actually a right-hand turn. So let's talk as if we're looking just at the blueprint here. So I usually make the left-hand turn that you guys are seeing right over here, and then I usually enter this area right here, this little middle ground area that's actually open. I do not go inside of the house. I used to go inside of the house, and you used to, you know, it's 50-50, but there's a higher chance of you dying early than you getting a kill. So I usually started doing this one thing. So I usually make my way over here, and then what I do is I actually go back and forth from this section right over here, guys. I usually cut out. I take a look around this area here for enemies, and if nobody's coming, I actually cut back over here, and I actually look inside of the house through this section here. So once again, guys, you're going to want to make your way to this area right over here, and you're going to want to look both inside of the house. Don't go in. I usually don't go in, but I usually just point, aim down sight inside of the house right here. You're just going to catch somebody walking in on that first level. And if you don't see anybody early on, I usually move outside over here and actually look down this pathway, this alleyway over here for any enemies. All right, so that's the starting route for me, guys, when I do the Axis side of things. Let's go into the map so I can actually show you in the map itself what that starting route looks like and what my exact movements are. All right, let's get into this. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're over here on the Axis side of things now. We're over here. Basically, the starting route is going to get us, that I'm going to do is going to go this way right here. All right, here we go.
Take position. Hostiles inbound.
All right, taking off, straightforward path here, guys. Usually make a right turn in front of the truck right over here. And then this is the area that I was talking about. This little box area is where the hot spot usually happens. So once I reach this area here, guys, I usually aim down sight and I usually wait for an enemy to enter. So I just like knock them out right there ASAP. Now what happens is I used to actually go inside of this room and just meet them like right over here. They used to be really easy kill. What happens now is that people are actually shoot through this. They actually shoot through this, and it has the ability to kill you. the bullets actually fly through this wall area right here. So if you're standing, if you're going right over here and an enemy is shooting, you can actually die just by entering the house. So I don't enter the house anymore. I usually just hold myself right over here and see if I can catch anybody in that area. Now, if I wait a couple seconds and nobody walks in, what I usually do is I take the right-hand side while aiming down sight, and I usually check around this area right here, or this area right over here. Sometimes, every once in a while, you'll catch somebody that's already camping up here. You'll be able to challenge them and hopefully be able to get them. And every once in a while, this doesn't happen a lot, and every once in a while, you'll actually catch somebody running down this section right over here. So basically, guys, what I want to say is that I usually start off over here. I usually give it maybe 2-3 seconds here. If nothing happens, I'm right crossing over here to the right side, just checking at all of these hotspots areas right over here. So there you guys have it, man. That's my starting route for the Axis side of things. Hopefully you enjoyed the information. Hopefully you guys put this to the test and utilize the starting route for yourselves, and hopefully it works out for you guys, man. And once again, for the Axis side of things, I would say it's more of a 85 to 90% chance that it works. It's a starting route that I feel comfortable using, and hopefully you guys will enjoy using it as well. All right, so I would love to hear your feedback, your comments, opinions, your own personal starting routes for this map here. I would love to hear all of that in the comment section below. Let's end the video here. What I want to do is I want to show you guys, in my opinion, what is the best class setup for this particular map. I usually have different class setups for different maps that I feel work best, what guns and class setups work best for these specific maps. So let's get into the best class setup and then we'll wrap up the video. All right, here we go. All right, so for the best class setup, you guys can see right over here, man, this is actually one of the class setups whenever I'm running on this map. This is honestly one of the best class setups, in my opinion, to run on Sainte Marie du Mont. Now, I'm actually running for the division. I'm running Armor Division. Now, the reason I'm running Armor Division is because a lot of people like to put S-mines and throw flashbangs and grenades and stuff like that. Armor Division is definitely going to help with all of that right there. You're definitely going to have some form of defense with the Armor Division. On top of that, guys, I'm running Energetic as my basic training badge. I'm running Energetic because, like I said early on in the video, this map is more medium to long range than it is short to medium range. So Energetic is going to help us move around the map faster. It's going to help us move out and about and just get from point A to point B a lot faster. So that's what Energetic is there for. And finally, guys, oops, sorry, there we go. Finally, guys, the gun that I'm using is the Volkssturmgewehr. The Volkssturmgewehr, I actually have the go-to, but it doesn't really matter what variant you have. The Volkssturmgewehr, in my opinion, is one of the best guns to use on this map. Now, I'm running it here with a lens sight. I'm not a big fan of the iron sight of the Volkssturmgewehr, so I'm running it with lens sight, rapid fire, and extended mags. And then finally, guys, I don't like UAVs. I don't like enemy UAVs, so I'm running a launcher as my secondary. I've actually been doing this a lot lately. I love the fact that you can just shoot down enemy UAVs if you're not running like flanker, or if you're not running, we'll be rocking across, or if you're not running flanker or mountain division or anything like that. So that's why I'm running a launcher. I just like to shoot down enemy UAVs or recons or whatever they're called. So that is, in my opinion, this right here is the best class setup for the map Sainte Marie du Mont. All right, let's end the video here. Let's back out. Let's end the video and all that stuff. And I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the video and all the information. Here we go. Let's end. Let's close this out. All right, guys, so there it is, the best starting route, in my personal opinion, for Sainte Marie du Mont. Another episode added here into the Call of Duty World War II Best Starting Route series. Once again, a series that I started, a series that nobody else does. This is something that I wanted to do, something original that was just basically for us on a channel here. So the best starting route for Sainte Marie du Mont. Let me know in the comments section below. What do you guys think about the starting route here? And hopefully, if you try it out, hopefully it works out for you. Let me know if you do try it out and all that stuff. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Thank you all so much for watching, man. I'm going to close out the video here. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Drop a like on today's video. It would really help out. And yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm back out of here. Till the next one, guys. My name is Gray. Peace.